The Partition of India, a subcontinental divide. Unravel the threads of history and journey back to 1947, a year that irrevocably reshaped the Indian subcontinent. Discover the story of the Partition of India, a pivotal moment that birthed two nations amidst immense upheaval. For centuries, the British Raj cast a long shadow over the Indian subcontinent. The sun was finally setting on this empire after World War II. Independence movements, fueled by leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, gained unstoppable momentum. The dream of a unified, independent India seemed within reach. However, simmering tensions threatened to shatter this vision. Religious and political divisions deepened, creating an environment ripe for conflict. The idea of dividing British India along religious lines gained traction. The All India Muslim League, led by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, championed the two-nation theory. This theory asserted that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations with separate destinies. This concept, while controversial, resonated with many Muslims who feared marginalization in a Hindu-majority India. The demand for a separate Muslim state, Pakistan, grew louder. The stage was set for a monumental decision. In 1947, Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, presented a plan for partition. This plan proposed dividing British India into two independent nations, India and Pakistan. The speed and manner in which the plan was executed would have devastating consequences. The Radcliffe Line, demarcating the borders, was drawn with alarming haste. Sir Cyril Radcliffe, a British lawyer with little knowledge of the region, was tasked with this impossible job. The line cut through communities, villages, and even homes. The announcement of the partition triggered one of the largest mass migrations in human history. Millions of Hindus, Sikhs, and Muslims found themselves on the wrong side of the border. They were forced to abandon their homes and livelihoods. They embarked on perilous journeys to reach their respective new nations. Trains packed with refugees became targets of violence. The roads were filled with desperate people seeking safety. The partition was accompanied by widespread communal violence. Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs turned against each other in a frenzy of hatred. Entire villages were razed to the ground. Estimates of the death toll range from hundreds of thousands to over 1 million. Women were subjected to horrific acts of violence. The trauma of the partition continues to haunt generations. The fate of the princely states, which enjoyed a degree of autonomy under British rule, added another layer of complexity. These states were given the option to join either India or Pakistan. Some chose to remain independent. The integration of these states into India and Pakistan was not always smooth. Disputes over territories like Kashmir continue to fuel tensions between the two nations. The partition of India had a profound and lasting impact on the subcontinent. It created two new nations, India and Pakistan, each grappling with its own challenges. The region was forever scarred by the violence and displacement. The partition also left a legacy of mistrust and animosity between India and Pakistan. The two nations have fought several wars and continue to be locked in a complex and often tense relationship. Beyond the political and historical narratives, it is crucial to remember the human cost of the partition. Countless individuals and families were directly affected by the events of 1947. Their stories offer a powerful and poignant reminder of the human tragedy. Oral histories, memoirs, and literary works provide invaluable insights into the experiences of those who lived through the partition. These personal narratives help us understand the profound impact of this event on individual lives and communities. The Partition Museum in Amritsar, India, stands as a testament to the human cost of the partition. It serves as a repository of memories, stories, and artifacts related to this pivotal event. The museum aims to preserve the memory of the partition and promote understanding and reconciliation. Through its exhibits and educational programs, the Partition Museum seeks to foster empathy, and prevent such tragedies from happening again. It is a place where visitors can reflect on the past and learn from the lessons of history. The Radcliffe Line, the border that divided India and Pakistan, remains a symbol of the partition's arbitrary and often cruel nature. Drawn with little regard for existing communities and cultural ties, the line caused immense suffering and displacement. The Radcliffe Line continues to be a source of contention between India and Pakistan. Disputes over the border persist, and the line itself serves as a constant reminder of the divisions that continue to plague the region. Religion played a complex and multifaceted role in the partition of India. While the two-nation theory posited that Hindus and Muslims were distinct nations, the reality was far more nuanced. Religious identities were often intertwined with cultural, linguistic, and regional affiliations. The partition exacerbated existing religious tensions and led to widespread communal violence. However, it is important to remember that not all Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs participated in the violence. Many individuals and communities worked to protect their neighbors and maintain peace. Women bore a disproportionate burden during the partition. They were often targeted for sexual violence and abduction. Many women were forced to convert to other religions and marry their abductors. The trauma of these experiences continues to affect survivors and their families. Efforts to recover and rehabilitate women who were abducted during the partition have been ongoing for decades. However, the scars of this violence remain deep, and many survivors continue to struggle with the psychological and emotional consequences. The partition had significant economic consequences for both India and Pakistan. The division of assets, infrastructure, and resources led to widespread disruption and displacement. Many businesses were forced to close, and trade routes were severed. The partition also created a massive refugee crisis, placing a strain on the economies of both nations. The resettlement and rehabilitation of millions of refugees required significant resources and effort. The partition ushered in a new era in the political landscape of South Asia. India and Pakistan emerged as independent nations, each with its own distinct political system and ideology. The two nations embarked on different paths of development and governance. The partition also led to the creation of new political parties and movements. These parties often reflected the religious and ethnic divisions that had been exacerbated by the partition. The partition had far-reaching geopolitical implications. It created a new flashpoint in the Cold War, as both India and Pakistan became aligned with different superpowers. The region became a battleground for ideological and strategic competition. The partition also contributed to the rise of regional conflicts and tensions. Disputes over territories like Kashmir continue to fuel instability in the region. The partition of India serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of religious intolerance and political division. It underscores the importance of dialogue, understanding, and reconciliation. The lessons of the partition must be learned to prevent such tragedies from happening again. Efforts to promote peace and reconciliation between India and Pakistan are essential. These efforts should focus on building trust, fostering empathy, and addressing the root causes of conflict. The dialogue surrounding the partition of India continues to evolve. Historians, scholars, and activists are working to uncover new perspectives and challenge existing narratives. The goal is to promote a more nuanced and comprehensive understanding of this complex event. Remembering the partition is not just about commemorating the past. It is also about learning from the past and building a better future. By acknowledging the pain and suffering caused by the partition, we can work towards healing and reconciliation. The future of South Asia depends on the ability of India and Pakistan to overcome their past differences and work together towards a shared destiny. This requires a commitment to peace, cooperation, and mutual respect. The challenges facing South Asia are immense, but so is the potential for progress. By embracing diversity, promoting inclusivity, and fostering economic development, the the region can unlock its full potential and create a brighter future for all its people. The partition of India remains a defining moment in the history of the subcontinent. It is a story of immense tragedy, but also of resilience and hope. By reflecting on the past, we can learn valuable lessons about the importance of peace, understanding, and reconciliation. The legacy of the partition continues to shape the present and future of South Asia. It is a reminder that the choices we make today will have a profound impact on generations to come. Even today, the echoes of the partition resonate across South Asia. Understanding this historical event is crucial for comprehending contemporary political dynamics, social tensions, and international relations in the region. The partition serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked nationalism, religious extremism, and political opportunism. It highlights the importance of protecting minority rights, promoting inclusive governance, and fostering interfaith dialogue. For many survivors and their families, the partition remains unfinished business. They continue to seek justice for the atrocities committed during the partition and to heal from the trauma of displacement and loss. Efforts to provide reparations, counseling, and support to partition survivors are essential. These efforts should be accompanied by a commitment to truth and reconciliation, ensuring that the voices of the victims are heard and their stories are remembered. The partition generation, those who lived through the events of 1947, are now elderly. Their memories and experiences are invaluable, and it is crucial to preserve their stories for future generations. By listening to the voices of the partition generation, we can gain a deeper understanding of the human cost of this event and learn from their wisdom and resilience. Their stories serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of peace, compassion, and empathy. The partition has inspired a vast body of art, literature, and film. These creative works reflect the trauma, loss, and resilience of those who lived through the partition. They offer powerful insights into the human experience and help us understand the complexities of this historical event. From Manto's short stories to Bisham Sani's novels, from Ritwik Katak's films to contemporary art installations, the partition continues to be a source of inspiration for artists and writers. These works serve as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Scholarly research on the partition has expanded significantly in recent decades. Historians, political scientists, and sociologists are uncovering new evidence and challenging existing interpretations. This research is helping us to gain a more nuanced and comprehensive understanding of the partition. By critically examining the causes, consequences, and legacies of the partition, scholars are contributing to a more informed and productive dialogue about this complex event. Their work is essential for promoting historical accuracy and fostering reconciliation. The future of the partition's legacy is a shared responsibility. It is up to all of us to ensure that the lessons of the partition are not forgotten and that the victims are not silenced. By working together, we can build a more just, peaceful, and inclusive world. Let us remember the partition not as a moment of division and despair, but as a call to action. Let us commit ourselves to building bridges of understanding, fostering empathy, and promoting reconciliation. Delve deeper into the history of the partition of India. Visit the Partition Museum, read personal accounts, and engage in respectful dialogue. Share this knowledge and advocate for peace and understanding in our world. Let's ensure that the lessons of this pivotal moment in history are never forgotten.